It was a complete Indian experience for the England team in Vizag today. They had Virat Kohli scoring runs, they had a flat track, and to top it all, they also had a dog invading the crowd, invading the stadium. I have with me Sahil Malhotra to discuss the day's play. Sahil, nothing worked out for England today, and everything worked out for India in 1 week. In less than 3-4 days, how the tables have turned.
I think that's what a good toss to win does to you, and that's what a good surface in your favor does. So India make most of the opening day, which could be the best day to bat on this pitch, which is expected to deteriorate as the game progresses. So it was a good game, good day for India. They lost a couple of wickets early, but then after that, the stand between Pujara and Virat Kohli was very solid, shaky to start with, but then they were very solid and they scored runs at a good pace.
Yeah. But shaky start, like you mentioned. Anderson was back in place of Vokes. Vokes was constantly troubling Indian batsmen with his bounces in the last test. Though Anderson and Broad troubled Indian batsmen in the first hour and a half, they didn't look threatening as such, like they did in the last match.
I think it was slightly, Cook was slightly on the defensive side today, because you reduced India to say what, 30 for 2 in the first half hour, and then you go to someone like Ansari against the likes of Virat Kohli and Cheteshwar Pujara, who are good players of spin, and this track wasn't turning from ball one. So a longer spell for someone like Anderson or a Broad, or probably Ben Stokes getting more bowling there, someone who could just bang it short, keep the batsman guessing. That did not happen in the first session. England could have pressurized India more than they did today. So because when you pick two Indian wickets early in a day, I think you are yourself to be blamed for when the hosts go on to score more than 300 runs.
But it also goes on to show the kind of impact Kohli has and the way he arrested momentum from England today.
See, Kohli was very fluent to start with. His initial 50 runs came at a very brisk pace. Pujara was watchful from the other end, as he has been throughout his test career. But once Pujara got into the groove, Pujara too was very solid. So both of them complemented. There were a couple of mix-ups in one. But
that was sorted through the
That was sorted, and they were very, very assured in the second session. When the spinners were bowling in tandem, they were completely at ease. Pujara was brilliant against spin. He was using his feet well, using the depth of the crease well. Kohli, who got out, hit wicket, too was using the depth of the crease well. So overall, it was a very compact performance against the English spinners. And I think it will be a good learning curve for the spinners, for the England spinners who don't get to bowl on surfaces like this back home.
Tomorrow might be a different day altogether. We are expecting the pitch to turn square from tomorrow. Not square, but at least there were signs, I guess, when Ansari bowled a ball, and Rashid, I guess it was. It pitched on the middle stump line and just went completely towards outside the off stump. We are expecting more such things tomorrow.
I think that there are plenty of rough patches, and off spinners could come into play. So England have one in Moeen Ali, though Cook is not rating him very highly, as we are seeing the pattern in which he is introducing him into spells. But then if India go on to score, say, at least 120 from here on, it could be more if Kohli manages to score his third double hundred as captain.
And it looked determined, because he didn't have. He had a very, very muted celebration when he did century. Lot of
that I think has become a feature now with his hundreds. You won't see those fist pumps now. You do see them often, but now no fist pumps, just a gentle raise of the bat. That's what Kohli's hundreds are now. But then if India go on to score 100, 120 runs tomorrow, and then England come out to bat in the second session of play with the sun beating down and the pitch crumbling and the footmarks there to exploit, Ashwin and Jadeja could be a real handful.
Yeah, and they'll be very different, Ashwin and Jadeja, from what we saw in Rajkot. What happens tomorrow, whether Kohli gets his double hundred, whether the pitch starts to turn, it'll be very interesting to see. We'll bring you the daily updates. Till then, keep watching IndianExpress.com.